Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out Confession. Story 1. Mi eleita una chica que quiero tanto pero no ssi fu lo correcto, chicas quiero su opinión. Desde que estaba en high school me la mucho la atención una chica muy bonita blanca colocada ojos mil y me comienza a llevar bien con ella hablamos y rimos. Ella siempre me escuchaba y me gustaba en la forma como se expresaba es que un de decid declararme pero al hacerlo ella me dijo que me maraba solo con un amigo. Desde esa vez todo fu diferente y no hablábamos casi hasta que se desaparecí cuando la pandemia solo latina en Instagram y vez en cuando suba historias pero ya no hablábamos. Bueno pa el tiempo conica otra chica y con el tiempo nos hicimos novios pero todavía la chica colocada blanquita no salida mi mente nunca de pensa en ella. Y es pa el tiempo hasta que fu la graduación de mi novia yo estaba esperando a que pasara ella cuando de la nada sin previo aviso dicen el nombre de la chica blanquita y voy viendo que suba el escenario una chica en vestido blanco muy hermosa y era ella la chica que siempre había estado en mi mente la volva ver donde no me esperaba. A el parecer estudiaba en el mismo lugar donde estudiaba mi novia. Yo me quedé en shock, ella estaba pa el tiempo yo termin con novia por otras razones y seguí pensando mucho en mi blanquita pero luego me di cuenta que era hora de dejar la irs que la elimin de todas mis redes sociales y con lágrimas en mis ojos los hice. A los dos me cae una solicitud era mi blanquita, me haba mandado la solicitud otra vez yo no lo puedo creer pens que no se acordaba de mí. Pasaron unos meses y ella me responde historias me hablaba msy yo también hasta que le haba invitado a salir pero no quería hasta la vez me dijo que si salimos 3 veces a la primera solo a camina a la playa es tranqui la segunda vez le haba dicho que nunca haba perdido el interés en ella y que si haba la posibilidad de tener algo bonito con ella y esa vez estuvimos toda la noche despiertos viendo la ciudad de San Francisco, California. Y la tercera vez fuimos a Santa Cruz a divertirnos un rato y cuando nos vamos antes de subirnos a el auto la bes y fu unos besos con pasión como nunca antes. Pero pasaba algo y es que ella haba pasado por una mala experiencia con un chico que el chico no la quiso con ella lo quería a él y también que ella se iba a ir para Florida dentro de 2 semanas pero me dijo que posiblemente era por un tiempo para hacer dinero y estudiar. Pa el tiempo y se fu y hablemos todos los dos todo a el parecer iba bien. Yo le declaraba mis sentimientos y intenciones porque yo no estaba jugando con ella yo era serio en mis palabras de que ella se enojó por una mala expresión tuve la idea de mandarle una pizza hasta su casa en Florida porque ella le encanta la cosa y es que ella no siente lo mismo que yo pero deca que estaba comenzando a sentir cosas. Un día me dijo que prefería que yo fuera su amigo pero yo ya le haba dicho que no podía ser su amigo que me iba a alejar si pasaba eso. Pasó un tiempo y también me dijo que no iba a dejar que desconfiaba de mí hacia estaba en duda. Me dijo ella tú me importas. Pero yo sentí que le importaba como un amigo aunque a veces me coquishaba pero siempre me hacía sentir como un amigo. Es que le dije que esto ya no se iba a poder ms que yo me iba a retirar y la de todas mis redes sociales y ella me dijo que, como yo le haba eco eso de ilusionar la y luego irmes por es, y me bleak. Me hizo sentir culpable aunque pienso que no fu as y as a pasado casi 2 pero cada hora que pasa es un infierno no dejo de pensar en ella y me duele tanto. Estoy pensando en decirle que me perdón por la actitud que tuve y que la quiero volver a ver. ¿Creen que fu correcto lo que hice? ¿Creen que la deberá volver a hablar? Story 2. I used to go potty down the vents in my house as a child. Similar to most kid, I received room timeouts when I was younger. Sometimes they would go on and on. Eventually I would have to go to the bathroom, and being way too scared to leave my room I would eventually go down the vents. I was on the upstairs floor so I would imagine it would trickle all through the house, and probably smelled when the furnace came on. My parents never found out. Reminds me of a post I once saw, a mom found her son's bathroom drawer in his room. Little wooden cabinet full of. Story 3. My whole life is a lie, seriously I don't know one aspect that I haven't lied about. Edit. I sent my mum a message today and told her the truth about my mental state and not doing the courses. I told the truth about these two things. I feel so much better. Thank you to everyone and your beautiful kindness and advice, which I took to heart. I'm so grateful to every single one of you and God bless. Immediately she understood and she said she was sorry. It was the last thing I expected. She is too kind and good to me honestly. I'm on a new path, doing something I want to do, I finally feel like I have direction and maybe stability. Thank you so much to everyone here. It just goes to show the holes we dig ourselves into we can also dig out of. It doesn't matter if it's messy, and it's never as simple as just doing it. But from the perspective of putting yourself first, that's what matters. Thank you all so much and God bless. I'll leave the post up, in case it makes others feel less alone and in the hope you might see this edit. I fucking hate myself and I want to die. Here are my lies. I am a student. I lie about what I eat. I lie about what I weigh. I lie about being anorexic. I cheat on tests, in one subject. I lie about the progress I'm making in courses, I've barely started and say I've almost finished. I lie about my studies, when I actually don't complete them fully, or even do them at all. I lie about the projects and portfolios I should be working on, in this designated time I only procrastinate, and then lie about it. People depend upon me to maintain their reputation by the standard of my work. However, I continue to lie about the work I'm doing, even though I know I will destroy not just my reputation and opportunities, but theirs too. Additionally, since I'm not learning anything I know I am wasting their money. I go to a great effort to maintain my lies, making up fake completion certificates, fake reasons, and technical difficulties on the course providers' end that account for why the courses aren't reflecting my progress. I lie about my abilities, and my real hobbies and interests. I lie about every small thing in general. Trivial irrelevant things. For example, I might be picking a scab, be told to stop, and panic so badly I lie about how it's actually a mosquito bite and I was just looking at it and end. I'm pathetic. And a coward. All I am is a liar. The person I lie to the most is also the person who loves me the most, and it absolutely crushes me. But not enough to tell the truth, which is the worst part. I don't know anymore if it comes from a place of deep shame to admit how disgusting I really am or if it's also combined with self-preservation. I think after some traumatic experiences I suffer from CPTSD, that's another thing I lie about, the nightmares/flashback dreams I have all too frequently. The person I lie to has given their whole life, all their energy, all their time, all their money to me. For me. And it's basically their job. I don't want to disappoint them. But it's too late. I already have. I just haven't told them yet. But I can't. I would rather die than see their face when they know who, or rather what I actually am. As pathetic as it sounds, I'm genuinely considering leaving, with just a note as goodbye and trying to start somewhere else. However, I can't live with myself like that either, because I know the immense trauma this would cause to them and my family. And of course, they would send people to find me anyway. The only options left are, 1. To suffer through it and be disowned and hated and want to kill myself. Or 2. My own death. I'm sorry for this post. I understand if you think I deserve death, I think I do. Story 4. I got drunk with my best friend and now I'm not sure if I remember what happened correctly. I, 21F, got drunk with my best friend, 21M, yesterday. Backstory, he had a crush on me little over 2 years ago. I rejected him and we didn't talk for a few months. When he reached out to me again, he said he was over me but he never had a girlfriend or a hookup after confessing his love to me. So yesterday we got drunk and we were pretty wasted tbh. And here's the problem, I'm not sure if I remember correctly, maybe I was dreaming it or it what but I think that he started giving me kisses on my neck suddenly. I remember pushing him away and then he took my hand and gave it a kiss too. I know for sure that he was way more drunk than I was and he couldn't even sit up straight. He went to work today and I texted him, asking if he remembers anything from last night and he said no. I have no clue what to do now. Especially because I'm not sure if it actually happened or not. I know he's not that type to do anything that would make me uncomfortable, but now I'm not sure about it anymore. It feels weird thinking about him. If he actually kissed my neck then he crossed a boundary and I wouldn't be comfortable drinking with him alone. But now I'm not sure what to think or feel. Any advice? Story 5. I put a hole in a customer's wall with their new couch. I worked at a small local furniture store when I was 18. We had a job to deliver a new couch to an apartment and when my CO worker and I were moving the couch inside I tripped on an end table and put a hole in the wall with the corner of the couch. I moved the couch to perfectly cover the hole and left. Still sits with me to this day. Story 6. I binged and ate an entire box of Cheerios in one sitting. I felt guilty for a week. I couldn't stop pouring cereal and silk. I still cry when I think of it. Be the first to comment. Nobody's responded to this post yet. Add your thoughts and get the conversation going. Story 7. Every time I go to my local gas station I steal those little creamers they have in the coffee section. I always grab a handful of the Hershey caramel and caramel macchiato creamers, sometimes the Irish cream too. It's not like I'm broke or anything, I have a full bottle of creamer at home but the fun flavors tempt me and I can't help myself. I use them for iced coffee concoctions all the time and they even have espresso shots so I take at least 4 to 5 of them. Story 8. I live in a sober living home and just had 2 beers. I know I've had a problem with alcohol in the past, but I'm not so sure anymore. As long as I stick to the guidelines, no more than 3 alcoholic drinks in a day and no more than 15 a week, I'm good, right? Story 9. I lied about having cancer for attention. I have no excuses. Lied about things for attention. I ended up hurting people. I should have never done those things. One thing being that I lied about having cancer. When I think of all those people that have died from or lost a loved one to cancer, it makes me hate myself more and more. Story 10. I stole AirPods from the lost and found at my old job. When I was in high school, worked at a local YMCA part-time. We have a bunch of lost and found boxes for different items, clothes, electronics, jewelry, etc. After a while, if no one claims them, they end up getting donated. I noticed a pair of AirPod Pros sitting in the lost and found for a bit. More time passes and no one ends up claiming them. My boss says she's going to make a donation drop with the stuff we've had for a while and asks me to help her load some stuff into her car. As I'm carrying the stuff, I notice the AirPods are still in the electronic box along with a few other pairs of knockoff headphones and such. Without really thinking, I pocketed the AirPods and continued to load up the back of her car. She drives off and I go back to whatever I was doing that day. I ended up quitting the job once I left for college and I haven't been back since. I've even gotten offers to come back and help during the summer when I was home, but I rejected it as I got a better job elsewhere. Part of me definitely weighed the decision not to go back because of the AirPods, although at that point there was little to no way it could be traced back to me at that point. I still have them and use them to this day. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.